Yeah, I got it.
Do you
I
see
got
it?
it.
Yep.
I do, so yeah, I've
Brilliant.
got it now. Thank you.
Excellent.
Yes.
Right. And there we are. Let's just give it a few minutes and then we can start it up.
Nice, great graphics. Ooh. Wow, sponsors. I'll try not to be
Right.
distracted by watching the screen. I'll try and watch what's on the telly.
Just making sure your voice is included and I'll start. Yeah, I think I heard you there. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Oh, good evening, Sean. Thanks for the hydrate. Oh, Mr. Peking, thank you also for the hydrate. So, first of all, before we start welcoming you, you two in the game,
Yes,
anytime we get a hydrate in chat, you need to hydrate too.
Okay.
So we've got 2 hydrates already.
Oh, great. I'll be straight on that.
Okay, right. Without further ado, let's do the old welcoming. Right. Hello and welcome to another fun ride along of LiveviL with the man himself, Heyoka. We also have a wonderful friend and our co-host of the upcoming Hour show, Average Destiny 2 player, helping us off comms as our player 3. We will get him on the comms a little at the end for a little secret. So let's get to welcome the mighty Heyoka, probably, shall we? So, hey man,
Hello,
how are
mate.
you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me on to have a ride along with you. Really looking forward to this. A huge amount.
You are totally
Oh,
welcome.
thank you.
So have you been up to anything interesting recently?
Oh God. Yeah, I've been trying to solo some dungeons, so I've been stuck in grass for the last 3 weeks trying to work all that out and waste a load of raid banners, but I managed to do it. Managed to do it 2 days ago, which was fantastic. So I've been in solo mode for a little bit the last few weeks, but I need to get out and play now. That's mostly what I've been doing. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds pretty awesome.
Oh, it was tiring, mate. It was exhausting and it was frustrating. But it's just nice to chip away at something, isn't it? And it feels a good achievement to do that.
Oh yes,
Yes.
definitely.
So I've done Shattered Throne and Grasp, and then I'll start working on I think Warlords is the next, isn't it? That's got to be a good one to do.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But by any means, today you with the ride-alongs. I mean, I told you to start off off stream anyway. But what we tend to do with the ride-alongs is our guest is the one that holds all the keys. You literally have full control of where we go, what we do, what game we want to play.
Okay.
Obviously today you've chosen Destiny 2.
Yes, that is very true, and it just so happens to be the only game that I play.
Which is all good. Yeah. So chat is already buzzing and everyone's all welcoming everyone.
Very much. Let's
actually turn my streamer down because it's really loud. Sorry about that. So let's have a look at chat. So Sean said good evening. Miss Cammy, yo.
Hello, Miss Cammy.
Canada rocks. Welcome ride along guest, Mr. Heyoka.
Thank you very much.
Yes, there is a secret. Average C. A first time chattering. Rion's in for the ride along. Have fun, lads.
Nice.
And Rovian.
Welcome, boys. Welcome.
Hi. Welcome, everyone. Oh, happy go, Lukey. Lukey.
Hello.
Okay.
Great.
So what do we got here? Oh, we've got a battlegrounds. Right. So there's Mr. Heyoka there on his little speedery thing.
The Cabal are determined to dig up something bad, and they've got the head start. You're gonna need to hustle to close the gap.
Whoa. Oh my god, I forgot how to get off this thing. Ooh.
I can't remember how to get off this thing anyway. This reminds me of a when I was doing a patrol in this area once, and I ran into the mighty average D2 player in the wild.
Oh my god! I bet that was a bad experience for you,
It
wasn't
popped up and thought, hang on, we've just come out of a raid or something, and it took a little while for me to tap him on the shoulder, and we did a lovely dirty dancing lift in the air, and then we.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Got a lovely photo of it, and then I went on my merry
Actually,
way.
do I have that on there? No, I took it off. Damn it. Yeah. So I better start on the questions, isn't I?
Yeah.
So, on the channel, every single time we start one of these ride-alongs, we always go for the coolest part of the part that I actually like the most is the origin stories.
Okay.
So, with the origin stories, I want to know first of all what your first console and game was.
Okay. So, actually, I haven't owned my own console until I've just got an Xbox X. But you're talking to someone who remembers a lot of life before consoles. So, my first console would have been a Binatone TV Master. And a lot of people are saying, what the hell is that? So, back in the olden days, we had a Binatone Master, TV Master, which was like an orange and black box that you plugged into the back of the TV, and it basically had various versions of Pong. So it would be like the lines and the balls, and you'd play tennis, and then you'd turn it into squash or basketball. And we're talking about 1983, maybe? So, oh no, before that.
93, yep.
That'd be 70s, something. But, so the first console that I would have played on, like, proper game would be the Atari, the 2600. Which was just amazing.
Nice.
So, you know, games like Super Breakout, maybe The Lost Ark, Yard's Revenge, Frogger, all of those class.
Yes.
Defender.
That didn't have Jet Set Willy, did it? That was the
ZX Spectrum.
Just later, wasn't it? That was ZX. That was right.
Yeah. So after
Carry on.
in the sort of early 80s, I had a ZX81.
Okay.
Which was a Spectrum, I believe, a ZX81.
Yes,
it was just completely shit, completely crap. However, you could turn the text into that new colour cyan that nobody knew about before we got into computers. And we thought we were dog's bollocks just because we could change the colour of the font, or make a blue line or a yellow line. And then the ZX Spectrum took over the world, and that's where the majority of my early gaming in sort of early 80s was. So we're talking about Jet Set Willy, or Manic Miner before that.
Manic Miner, class.
Absolutely. Yeah. And they were just these amazing platform games that you could just grind away at. Things like Wheelie, Who Asked Cockatoo Will. Just those things that you'd have to wait half an hour to load up. Just amazing to think about it.
The ZX Spectrum Plus, I actually remember that I had, well, my dad had it to us, but the James Bond game took 3.5 hours to load.
But didn't that have didn't that have the cassette attached to it? Was it sort of included?
Yes, it was an included cassette, and you had to put it through its paces before you could actually even load it up. And it had about 3 levels on it. It just took forever. But it was so much fun waiting for it.
It was so much fun. And we'd spend hours and hours just waiting for games to load up. But before all of the Binatone and all those things, it was arcades. So we'd be down the Leisure Centre or other places playing Space Invaders. Phoenix was one of my favourite games.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but again, that was just a different form of Space Invaders.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
And 10p would just bring you amazing amounts of fun. And that was it. Then we had a Sinclair Sinclair QL. Oh, it's just so crap. It was not XL, QL. And it had, I remember before that, I tell a lie, we had a VIC-20. So was that before Commodore 64s? It was a Commodore VIC-20. And it basically, when you went to the games shop, and well, you didn't have game shops then. You'd go to a model shop, a model shop or something, and they'd have like cassettes. And it was a bit like having a Betamax type of games console because there was so much for Commodore 64 and very few for the VIC-20. But just things like Paratrooper, Blitz, all those really good Commodore games. Quadrant, Pitfall was the equivalent of it. Escape MCP, and then it moved into things like Mortville Manor, the more 3D games where you would go into a room and you do sort of haunted house things.
Yep.
And it was long after that my brother got a PC, so we had our first PC in 1990. Some sort of 286. I don't remember what they were called. It had basically 10 gigabytes of memory in it.
Jesus Christ.
So
you figure out that now, it's amazing.
Imagine. And the game that blew my mind was Civilization, which was 1991. And
I think that was about right, yeah.
I was just cleaning out my office the other day and I found the original discs, the A drive discs, the floppies, the 3.5-inch floppies. So I've kept it.
Never, ever
and
get
the
rid
book,
of that.
And obviously I don't think I can play it on. And it was just amazing to be able to spend so much time building Civilization and seeing how you could progress through a game very slowly through the grind. And I really liked that aspect of it. After that, it would have been, between there was a bit of Sega Mega Drives, I suppose, in the 89, 90s. So John Madden, lots of John Madden.
Oh, right, yeah. Did you ever get into the Mega CD?
No. What was that?
That was like the CD drive. Oh crap, down here. The CD drive for the Mega Drive.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Oh.
No. But I never.
Hydrate as well in chat.
Oh, really? But what was great is that all my friends obviously had. If you had a Master System or a Mega Drive, you were very, very popular. So every Saturday you'd go around and you'd just spend ages with your mates doing what you do when you're teenagers, but also playing endless amounts of Sonic.
Sonic.
Toe Jam and Earl was just the greatest.
Oh my God, Toe Jam Earl! Oh my, now we're talking. I like you, Heyoka.
What a sound! What a sound! What a soundtrack, though, man.
It was so cool.
And you look back at it now with the pixels, and it's just like, my God, it was crap, but it was amazing. Great soundtrack. Had like little Easter eggs in it that you could fall off the map and end up in a hot tub, and that was huge amounts of fun.
I won't have anyone hate against that because that was amazing.
And I suppose after Civ, there was the Quake, Duke Nukem, Doom, the original Doom. And Half-Life was just a fantastic game. Did you ever play Half-Life?
Oh, Half-Life. I did, yes.
And
was there a remake made?
There was a Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 was there, but the one game that really I've still got the disc, still got to play any day was the Dark Project.
Oh, nice.
And it was, what did I like about it? You had to use stealth for one of the first times. So you had to creep around, and you were using bows, you had water arrows, you had fire arrows, and there was something about sneaking through cities and buildings that was just really exciting. Thief 2, Thief 3, Dark Age, I think it was called. And after that, I didn't play video games for ages because I was out of the country for 6 years.
Yeah.
And then when I got kids, they got Xbox 360. I got into Halo. And
Nice.
then, whilst they were playing all of their Skylanders, but I set up my own. That's the first time I sort of set up my own Xbox profile. And then they all went to bed. Then I'd be playing Halo, and then Destiny from 2014.
Class.
Wow. Yeah.
I just got rinser.
Yeah, we got you. I'm gonna die as
Oh
well.
my god, Lukey in the chat has put like listening to two old blokes in a pub remembering the good old days.
Yes, good. It'll be you one
Yes.
day, Lucy.
Yeah, it won't be long. I mean, he's getting that age now. You know.
I don't know how old
It won't be
he
long.
is, but yeah, unless he's going to join in.
He's still a youngster compared to us,
Is
but
he?
it won't be long.
So I wonder what games he's going to be talking about when he talks about his origin stories
Oh my
in
god.
20 years' time.
Yeah. God knows. I mean, he's a PvP sweat, so God knows what he's going to be talking about. Yeah.
So when I found Destiny, obviously I really enjoyed the grind aspect of it because of the previous games with Civilization and all these others. So there was something about the aspect of it being a bit more role play and first-person shooting, you know. Because I really liked Diablo 2 when that came out. I played that to death as well. But there's, you know, when you get a weapon drop, it's just so exciting, isn't it?
Oh.
Because you don't know what it's going to be. And I played solo until, I mean, literally solo. So listen to this. I had my first conversation with anyone about Destiny when I joined the Guardian Downcast Discord last April. And I did my first end game thing in May last year. It was the first time I picked up a microphone and spoken to another human being in Destiny.
Oh, nice.
Can you imagine? So it's 9 years solo, and that was the very first time. So that was just like a completely different world. I'd seen all of these silverbacks playing their games with all of their highlight level, and you know, I'd never done a raid, I'd never done a dungeon. Well, that's not true. I think I went into Deep Stone Crypt trying to do it, thinking, why can't I do this deep scone stuff? Or what is it? How do you do this duality? It's right, deep scone. So I didn't really have any understanding because I didn't have a clue that there was this.
Yeah.
You know, and first time I ever did that. So I joined Guardian Downcast Discord after listening to some of the podcasts, and I'd got Lightfall, and I listened to a lot of podcasts anyway, and then I was thinking, well, there must be something out there about Destiny, and GDC looked like the top of the list when it came up, and I gave it a listen. And I listened to quite a few episodes before joining the Discord, and then you know, all credit to Mr. Monkey was the I don't know if you know Mr. Monkey, but he's just an absolute legend.
Yeah,
And
I've heard the stories.
One of the nicest gentlemen you'll ever get to, or I'll ever hope to meet, I think.
Yeah.
Because he took me, you know, I sort of reached out and said, dungeons, what are they? And he got me into Grasp. We did Grasp of Avarice with Trash Panda. And that was the first time I'd literally jumped into a fire team ever. And it was just amazing. It was the most exhilarating thing ever. And we then did a Spire of the Watcher afterwards. And then that was it, hooked into raids. I think I've done all of them apart from VOW.
Yeah.
We've got to actually play, haven't we?
That's good, it's fine.
And I've got a complete Garden of Salvation. So what's been so much fun, Ash, has been, again, the grind. Because
yes,
I didn't know anything about builds. I didn't know anything about weapons. I didn't know anything about how to use exotics properly, what are the benefits of a warlock, why are they better than hunters, why are they better than titans, all of those things that we all grapple with every day. Okay, Hades, I can see you sweating. And learning, joining a community and learning so much. If you're willing to sort of ask for help and say I don't know, you can learn so much. But everybody I've met has been so generous and so kind. And it's what I really would love to do is to be able to get to a point where I can help new people come through, Sherpering dungeons, raids, or whatever content, and that's starting to happen a little bit, which is a really nice feeling, really great to pass all that forward.
It is, isn't it? It really is nice helping people that haven't been through certain things before. And
It really is, and the communities that I'm in or around, you can come into these communities being in awe of lots of people. Because you see people streaming, you see people having their own discords, and to find out actually really nice, friendly people, like our friend Av, for instance.
Yeah, Av and chat.
Mr. Sparkles, Mr. Sparkles,
Mr. Rival, yeah.
Mr. Sparkles,
Mr. Sparkles, yes.
Yes. The reason I call him Mr. Sparkles is because no matter how grumpy I'm feeling in the morning, Av's going to greet you with a smile and something that's very sparkly. He's going to ask about your day, and he's going to start. The next person that comes in, he's talking with them and inviting them in to ask about their day. And those things can be, because I would suspect the majority of us are majorly introverted, if not mildly introverted, if not completely introverted. And to have a community where people are so nice and friendly and do put you at ease, it means people stick around, and people people will invest in those communities. I've ran a few checkpoints with your clan, and played some Sparrow what did we Sparrow Racer that we set up.
Yes, yeah, and living Crimson and cheating along.
Well, I'm not sure they were cheating; they were just better.
Oh no, I mean Crimson was totally cheating. I'm not having it. He beat me, so he's definitely cheating.
I was just trying to not come last.
Oh no, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and so the GDC, Garden Downcast in my main Discord, and I'm one of the moderators now there. But it's like such a great bunch of guys. Really, really, I've done lots of things with the main man, Todd the Gator. I regularly been playing with Mr. P. King, Ralphie, Hades, Zuby, and then playing a lot with our American friends, with Panda and Danger and the magnificent Proper Porridge from the Black Country. Every raid needs someone from the Midlands in there because it's just such a calming accent.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it is. I mean,
it is.
I'm down south, but I still think it's calming.
Yeah. And you've got Mr. Monkey up north in Yorkshire. They get this real sort of cauldron of accents, which really confuses our American friends because they're like, "Who is that?"
Oh yes.
And we're like, "Well, of course it's me." And we'll take the piss, pretend to be each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I like it.
And we've, in search of more sort of local UK Guardians to play with, we've just recently opened up a pub called the Crota's End. This is a great name for a pub, isn't it? The Crota's End.
This is an amazing name.
The Crota's End Pub Discord. Or Brickcord, as Ralphie calls it. So
the Brickcord. Oh yes.
Yes.
Ralphie, man.
We literally set it up earlier this week. I can't remember what it was, but it was trying to get people together into a chat, and someone said, well, how do we just get our own server? And suddenly now it's all got out of control with loads of channels. But we're just looking for a place to get a regular fire team together, regular raid teams together. So you have to come along. We'll send you an invite.
Yes.
You have to.
Totally,
There's a lot of fun in there. So,
yeah, I'm always down.
and I spend a lot of time hanging out with the Space Mafia, with Panda and Prime and Danger Powers and Bell.
Danger Pals, I love that name.
Oh, he's fantastic. Do you know what? He's the only Guardian I've met in real life.
Oh,
Yeah, he was
awesome.
he was over from the States just before Christmas, and he was in my neck of the woods, which is the Cotswolds.
Yeah.
And we made plans to meet up and went out for a meal. It was fantastic.
That's so awesome. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nervy to begin with because you're thinking like, cracky, you know, what if I'm weird or what if, what if they're acting weird? No, classic thing.
I mean, I'm totally weird. Oh,
But it was just lovely. It was,
Yeah.
He was such a lovely man. Really nice. And
well, that's what you want. Like,
so we just
a
went out
bunch
with, yeah, just me and my wife went out with, met up for dinner with him and his wife, and we didn't talk Destiny once. Can you imagine?
Oh, you didn't?
We did not
Oh my
even
God.
mention the word Destiny.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's a feat.
That was impressive.
That is really a feat.
Luckily, it was his birthday as well, so we got a little cake. And,
Oh, even better.
got some
that's so cool.
messages, and I always tease him because he's such a Brit. You know, he absolutely loves the the British humour. I do tease him that I think he works around my sticks because he can tell the difference of what bread roll comes from what part of the country. See, that's a
Are you
suspicious-
joking?
Yeah. it's
Oh, right,
suspicious, isn't
yeah,
it?
he's
That's a dead definitely
in my
giveaway.
six, yeah,
Definitely in
totally.
my six.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You know something's sus when they say that. Yeah.
and I've just been so impressed with the Destiny community.
Oh, hydrate and chat.
Oh, great.
Yes, yeah. I mean,
And,
I've met a lot of really amazing people in this community, to be honest.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Not in real life, but oh crap! Teach me to put my controller down. So we've got a question in the chat as well from Lukey.
Hello, Lucky.
Hello, Lukey. While on his gaming journey, what's your favourite gaming moment?
That's a really good question. I tell you what, it's got to be doing my. It's what I said. It's got to be doing my first end content
Open sesame.
of running a dungeon for the first time.
Perimeter towers ahead.
There's something really odd about being a solo player for so long. You can feel that some aspects of the game are completely inaccessible to
Yep.
you,
Perimeter towers in range.
and
Stay
if you don't
ready,
understand why someone is at a light level they are, or why they've got the weapons that you haven't got, and you don't play with
Guardian.
anyone else,
Literally.
you feel like you can't have access to that information. You can look at as much internet as you like, but to connect with another human being and feel part of the fighting, part of a group with like-minded individuals, I think that was the best thing. That's what keeps me coming back now, and that's what I look forward to most Saturday nights is organising a raid or being part of a raid, and hanging out with people. Oops,
What the hell?
What happened?
Oh, I have no idea.
Who's playing the trumpet?
It's got to be Av, yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
Wah, wah, wah.
That reminds me. So that's actually quite triggering for me. I don't know whether Hades is in the chat yet. So I play a lot with the Lord of the Underworld, Hades.
Okay, yep.
And he's just the king of mischief. Like, get him and Rolfie together on a raid, you're in trouble.
Oh,
So I think I've got.
remind me not to get into on the radio.
Yeah. So I was looking at my stats the other day. I had about 3,100 suicides, and I reckoned 2,500 of those have got to be Hades assisted.
Damn.
Because and of course Panda's taught him how to escape with his blooming sword now as well. So it's mischief.
Oh, has he? Oh my
it's
god.
just mischief. But it's huge fun. It's huge fun. It's part of. It's all part of what it is. But looking forward to a raid. You know you're going to do a raid. It can be, as exciting as a birthday party when you're a kid. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
I'm
Jelly
of
and ice cream.
I'm of a senior age now, so looking forward to a raid on a Saturday night is just the best.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
totally down for that as well. I love a good raid.
Yeah. So
Have a tell you.
I'm actually in to answer Luke's question a bit more, I'm actually right, at this moment in my I'm having the best time in my gaming life because I know I'm not alone anymore.
I mean,
playing
that's
online.
amazing though. It's, like just to hear, like, you've actually like
Yeah.
covered all the bases of solo gaming, and then you're just like diving right into getting involved with friends and making new friends. It's so cool.
You do need people, because you need someone who's going to connect with you, look out for you. You need your person. You know what I mean? A bit like when
Yes.
it's a bit like when you get into other hobbies. I was a road
What
cyclist.
the hell am I doing?
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus, Ash. Okay,
I was-
that was a bad thing. Oh, you're up there. Cool.
I was a road cyclist for a while, but everyone's got their own sort of person. And if it wasn't for Mr. Monkey, I certainly wouldn't have achieved half of what I've done. And then meeting people like Panda and Av, we've raided lots of times together. Because the big fear, I think, for lots of people is the fear of messing it up, looking like a fool.
Yep, I can't do it right now.
Feeling, some sense of humiliation, and actually, I've not felt that at all. Well, not that I've not welcomed, if you know what I mean, because there's quite a lot of banter, isn't there, which is part of the fun.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
And I've got 18 and 17-year-old kids, so what does the world demand of me other than my kids at the moment? I'm not off down the pub.
Exactly.
By the end of the night, you just, all you're good for is to sit down and play some games. So it fits really well in life at the moment. But I've met some fantastic people and continue to do so, and it's a joy. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Thanks, man. It's really good.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, first game you've ever completed, like one of those ones where you sat through from start to finish and you completed. What was that?
I suppose you never really finished Civilization. There was a game in the arcade called Rastan. And if anyone remembers it, it was a bit like
So, no.
Oop. It was just really shit. But I played months and months. It wasn't in the arcade. It was the arcade game in the kebab house in my local town.
Oh, nice. Yes.
And you couldn't take a quid, and you'd have to wait your turn. And months and months. But finally, eventually finished that. That was it. Rastan. Look it up. It was just like a platform game.
Oh, well, definitely.
You throw axes and you throw swords. And, but it will always be reminding me of the smell of the smell of kebab.
The smell of a good kebab. Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
The second game. Go on.
Yep, come on. I was going to say, what's the first game you got addicted to? Like fully addicted to.
Fully addicted to Civilization. Sid Meier's Civilization.
It's Civilization. Yeah.
Yes.
I kind of gathered you would say that, because it is one of those games that you've got to invest the hours into it to actually properly get into it.
Because it's a turn-based game as well. You sort of kid yourself that one more round or one more turn, and I'll be off. And you kid yourself that you can rush through to the industrial age, which takes you hours to get there, but you can rush through it in one sitting. And and therefore your brain just goes into it just completely loses track of time, and you just keep clicking, and it's suddenly it's 3 a.m. and you've got to go to school. And that, I think, was the first time I thought, oh god, this is really not great, because I am there's addicted to it because there's a detriment to the rest of my life here. It's really impacting on it. But what's the other one? Oh, Destiny, I suppose.
Destiny, yeah. Need to say no more about Destiny. God damn it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. would be.
Okay, so we've got a question in chat, but I don't know if you have this, but what is your favourite anime character? I don't know if you're into anime. If not a cartoon from your youth, maybe. Just anything, just like a,
Cartoon from my youth.
Yeah.
Dear. So it was an early anime, I suppose. It was called Battle of the Planets. Battle of the Planets.
Oh, okay.
And it would have been a Japanese cartoon that would have been then bought and dubbed into English. And it was. They all had different sort of powers, and they had they would all come together to make this one big ship. And Battle of the Planets. Let me just have a look. What would it have been called? It was called Battle of the Planets. I'm sure there's someone else out there who can remember Battle of the Planets, and I'm not just waffling on like some old man. It was called they were G-Force, but it was Battle of the Planets. G-Force.
I'm still fixing to ask you. Yeah, you started with Destiny 1, didn't you? You did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did stealth.
Yeah. And
so we've got 2 hydrators as well.
So Battle of the Planets. Oh my gosh! So it started, and it started on British TV in 1978.
Okay.
I shall repeat: 1978. G-Force, a 5-member superhero team, fight to defend Earth.
4 hydrates. Oh my god, we've got 4 hydrates.
Okay.
Right.
If you haven't seen it, you should look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm totally doing that. I do like old school stuff.
Yep. It was a Japanese. It was an adaptation of a Japanese anime series called Science Ninja Team Gatchaman, which was from 1972.
1972.
So Coffin Dodger's got it.
Oh yeah, Coffin Dodger. He's old. He's old and let's just say he's old. He's older than most people.
So yes, I did play D1, but I didn't do any raids. I didn't do any dungeons because I didn't play with anyone else.
Yeah.
What else did I do in D1? I mean, I was just bounty. It was just bounties all the time because what else are solo players going to do?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Unless you're a PvP scrub, it's just mostly just story stuff.
I didn't fully get into. Do you know what I really used to like about the Crucible was that at the end of the match, you would see what loot everyone got.
Yes, I love that. And then
great.
They took it away and just
Because you could say, oh look, I got that, nobody else did, or something else. But you could also there was something. Because obviously I play late at night because you got kids.
Yep.
That's the only time.
Yep.
And it was really it's sad, but it was quite a thrill to get a new weapon awarded in loot in the Crucible, and then you couldn't wait to then play it the next day. In BVE and other things. That's really sad, isn't it? But never mind. Looking forward to playing a weapon you've just had dropped.
I know. As soon as
Yes.
that galley drops, you're like, man, somebody's got that galley.
And I had a Suros regime was just
Suros,
my
yeah.
And
that's such a class game.
It was great. But I had a scout rifle called a Badger CL. I think it was called a Badger CL. I'm sure so I don't recall details of weapons and things. Do you know what I discovered? That because I never talked about the game,
Yep.
I didn't really understand. So if someone said, "What weapon are you playing now?" I said, "My Badger CL scout rifle." So what you got on it? Without those conversations, you don't get to learn about your own experience.
Yes.
That makes sense.
This is the thing for me because I keep on saying it's almost every ride along, but Full Glass I got the hand cannon, Fate Bringer, the one I actually got right now.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, I don't know if it's any good. And my good friend Scotty literally said, oh, hand cannons aren't that good. So I dismantled it. And then every single time I'd done the Vortal Glass, after knowing that this gun was amazing, I never got it again. Never ever got it again.
Amazing.
And it sucked. So Destiny 2, I made sure I did get it. And I made sure I got the Adept version of it because, now it's one of my favourite guns. I just love it.
So I think until you put things into words or you hear yourself talking about things, it's just it's just a cerebral experience. It's just happening in my eyes and my head. It's not coming into any social realm. People aren't asking me questions about it, and therefore I can just skip through. I've got a couple of hours to play. I'm just going to rush through this. I'm not going to pay attention. It's such a different experience of having a social aspect of it where you can ask people questions and talk about it. Just not talking about it at all. Literally not one conversation of Destiny in 9 years. Just incredible, really.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm sure it's a common experience to many people, but
I was kind of like that.
I didn't use LFG. I didn't use any of it. The music was just the best. Turning it on, having that title screen come up, just thinking, it's great.
Yes.
Keep playing. So you were D1 as well, were you?
I was D1 as well, I got into... I was kind of forced into Destiny, actually.
Forced?
I didn't think I was going to like space games and alien shooting and stuff.
Right.
And I was like, no, I'm not going to like this. And my good friend Gaz was like, look, shut up, just install the beta. I'll get you the beta.
Yeah.
We'll all play, all the CVK boys, going to play it together. If you don't like it, fair enough. But if you like it, then we're going to buy it. So needless to say, I was like resistant. I was like, okay, I'm installing this crap, and then I'll get rid of it afterwards. And then like, within 5 minutes of playing it, I'm like, okay, I'm pre-ordering this game. This is amazing.
Yeah.
I was like, damn it.
Bloody brilliant, wasn't it?
3 questions. Have we got 3 questions? I can't see them in the activity feed. So, Mr. Peking put, what are you now looking forward to the future with Destiny?
Definitely more community
okay,
time.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yep.
Finishing all the raids, getting rank 10, and being alongside all of you guys. I want to do a first, raid on or dungeon on the first night. That would be a real ambition of mine.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. That's pretty awesome, man.
Other than that, I'm rubbish at predicting the future or trying to guess what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Leave that to people like Mr.
What
King.
am I doing here? Yes, Mr. King, yeah.
Or Airman P, as he was called today. I thought it was a rather lovely name.
Airman P.
Airman P, yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay, we've got another one here. Question QFT. Oh, God's sake, where's it gone? What would you like to bring back from D1 into D2? Synths, currency, planet, or anything else?
A little think. Definitely, Arrow Racing was a lot of fun.
Yes.
No, actually, I mean, I certainly wouldn't want to bring back the bounty board because that was a pain in the backside to have to keep going and getting every time. I mean, it won't happen, but to open up all the content from D1 would just be incredible, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I understand bloat, but that would be amazing.
So
If,
the disc that is in my Xbox here is Destiny 1.
Yes. Yeah.
Because,
I still got it on PS4 actually.
Because I have every intention of. I changed accounts in 2019 because my son took over. He sort of grew up and then wanted to play COD and FIFA and all these things, and he thought my gamer tag at the time was Fried Mongoose, and
class name.
he thought it was a bit shit. So, and he just, I didn't, because he was playing it every second of the day. So then I got my daughter an Xbox, and then I would play. I had to set up a new account, and so my stats they don't line up because they're not back to 2014. Yeah, it's a shame. But yeah, so but recently went back on and looked at my old D2 account before that, and it's so much fun to see it, see the old school side of things. Even in D2 was great fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a question in there. Someone I went off on a complete tangent.
It was the what I mean, you would like to bring back from D1 into D2. So you kind of said pretty much like the SR
Yeah,
stuff.
it'd be so nice for D2 players to go and do some of the what was up on the snow mountain, the iron.
Oh, the
Rise of Iron, was it?
Felwinter's Peak.
Yes. Yeah, how beautiful was that?
Rise of Iron. Yes,
Exactly.
it was. Yes.
I mean, that was just incredible stuff. It was, yeah.
Oh, it really was.
Yeah. And oops, I shouldn't have gone through that. And I don't buy any of this. You know, you either like D1 or D2. If people haven't played D1, then they not play D1. That's fair enough. But they are an extension. They are an extension of the game. Absolutely.
Oh yes, yeah.
And it's really, it's the mechanic, the user interface, all those things are very, very different. But I would encourage anybody who's not played D1 to pick up a copy of 50p at car boot sale and give it a go.
It really is so much now.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it is just so much fun.
Right, next question we've got is from Stealth Vixen. She's got two questions actually. Favourite main character and why? That's the first question.
Yeah.
And I got stuck. What the hell? So yeah, favourite main character and why?
Main character. Gosh, that's a tricky one actually, because I don't really pay a lot of attention. I suppose the first person that really was anything particularly exciting was Cade when he died.
Yeah. When he died, yeah.
Well, there hadn't been some, even on all the trailers and everything, there hadn't been that much focus on any particular individuals in my mind. And he was such a great character that it was like, oh, who's this guy? Oh, there's some charisma and some personality here. What are we going to do with it? We're going to kill him off, great. So
I didn't like that, but yeah.
I think he brought a sort of an energy that was super confident, cheeky chappy, and it was quite exciting compared to look at Alderman Crow, all these others. They're not, they're just not as charismatic, I don't think.
No, exactly, no. And next question she's got is favourite all-time weapon.
Okay.
Oh
so,
no, that was a big laugh.
Well, this time last year I was to the service regime, but having struggled and grind to get my wish ender, it would be my wish ender.
The wish ender, yep.
Yeah, although my indebted kindness, I've got almost 8,000 kills on my indebted kindness sidearm at the moment, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
Considering it's only been out a number of weeks. My joy at getting, completing Shelter's Bone, doing the Wish Ender mission, and I just love the bow. So that would be, if I had to choose anyone, it would be my Wish Ender, for sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think I've got all the questions out of chat. If somebody's asking any more. Oh no, got another one. The Crota's in Day 1 race, Final Shape Edition. Who's in your fire team?
Ooh. Who's in? It would be Mr. Monkey would be there. He's,
Mr. Monkey.
He might not have all the flair of some other players, but he is such a good wingman to have.
Yes. I've heard he's really good.
Yeah, Trash Panda would be in there because again, he's taken me through most dungeons and raids. If I have an international one, then you'd have. It's going to be hard to choose now. I'm going to have to go with I have to go with my UK crew at the minute with Alfie and the King, Hades, and how many people can I have? Have I chosen too many already?
Let's say it's enough. I don't know. I didn't count actually.
Or
I was too busy listening to the names.
you'd have Av, you'd have proper porridge. I mean, gosh, you'd be.
Oh, that Av on your team. Oh God, good luck.
Porridge is a beast. Depends what I'm doing. If that's what I'm doing, yeah, that would be it. I think I've probably chosen too many, but I'm being very inclusive here because I can't choose.
Oh, Hades in chat literally said, "Woo, wasn't sure I was gonna make the cut."
Make the cut. Yeah, I know he's watching. I don't know. That's why I
that was
too
like
many.
a nervous chosen.
Yeah, there's something interesting. You ever get the chance to do Deep Stone Crypt? You can't say Star Wars Scone or Crypt.
Scone Crypt.
Yeah,
love it.
And you get the opportunity to do the spacewalk with Hades behind you and Ralphie down in front. Let's just say it's a very. You seem to find out how much gravity there is in that spacewalk quite quickly. It really weighs down. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just so honoured to be able to run with such great guys and girls.
Yeah,
because I've only been around in the community for almost a year, but some fantastic friends, and getting to run with them is fun. Yeah. That's a good question, like that one.
Yeah, that's really cool. So we're all caught up in chat. Miss Cammy's been looking after chat and kind of pinning it for me, so I can kind of keep an eye on it. There's 3 hydrates in chat, so hydrate 3 times.
Get on that.
Okay. Taking away from gaming for the moment, just like a little just brief thing.
Yes, sir.
But your profession. Like, what do you do for a profession?
Okay, so currently I work in the NHS.
Yep.
And I work in children's mental health services.
Yep.
And I am a doctor of psychoanalysis for children. So, I'm a child adolescent psychoanalytic psychotherapist. I'm actually I'm now the head of the department in my local trust. And that took me 10 years to complete my training. Which I can talk about for as many hours as you've got. Before that, so I'm also a registered social worker.
Yep.
And I did that for a number of years before training. I've got a small private practice, and I'm a visiting lecturer at one of the training schools for child psychotherapy, where I teach on the master's dissertation course and then supervise students who are doing their doctoral or their master's thesis, which is the end of the pre-clinical training before you then go on and do the professional doctorate. So I can't think of a better job, Ash. It's just, I get to meet some of the most amazing, courageous kids and families.
It's really impressive, to be honest. That is super impressive.
It's a really emotional job because you have to. So my job is basically to spend time in a very, in a clinic room with kids between 0 and 18.
Yeah.
Trying to understand what it is they're trying to communicate to the people around them that aren't listening to them, or they can't listen to them. So most of them have got a high level of adverse childhood experiences, trauma, abuse, etc., etc. And they've therefore not necessarily had the experience of parents who've been able to contain them, keep them in mind, keep the ceiling up so that they can get on and be kids. And lots of kids who've been exposed to the worries of the adult world way before their little brains can process it. Therefore they get deeply traumatized. So I call them little adults because they're incredible. And the way that they come in, they play and they do whatever, the way that they treat me and the way that they make me feel is my tool to understand what it is they are trying to ask me to emotionally digest on their behalf, which was what a mummy and daddy would be doing for them. That makes sense.
Yeah. No,
Um,
totally. Yeah.
But of course, in order to do that and stay sane, you have to have really robust, intense training. So one of the most important parts is that in your training, you need to spend a minimum of 5 years on the couch, um,
Mm.
4 times a week.
Yep.
So you are in your own, and this isn't a training exercise. This is you as a patient on the couch saying 4 times a week, 4 times a week for 5
Yep.
years, and
Yeah.
that is just one of the greatest experiences. It's obviously very hard work, but you need to know what shit is yours and what belongs to the kid in the room or the
Yes.
family. So you need to. So when I go into the room, I'm not there as me. I'm there as my analysed mind, and my job is to try and pay attention to what it is that the kids are trying to communicate to me. The way they do that is they make me feel how they're feeling.
Yes.
So when we talk about a kid who's at school, for instance, and they're not behaving, they're not doing things properly, and they get described as having challenging behaviour, right? So this kid, this little
Yep.
5-year-old, challenging behaviour, they need a referral to CAM services. So the challenging behaviour is what is experienced by the adults. Kids not necessarily purposefully doing challenging behaviour. They're communicating. So behaviour is an expression of an emotional state. Okay. What the adults are not
Yep.
doing is paying attention to how the kids are making them feel. The kids are making them feel cross because they're challenging them as teachers, etc., etc., and they're not making them feel like good teachers or capable teachers. And what happens, instead of listening to, I'm feeling angry with this child, I wonder why they want me to feel angry, or what's the benefit to them if I feel angry, they project that anger back into the child. Okay, so that's just one example. So my job is to sit in a room, if the child is angry with me, I need to know what it feels like for them. So,
Yes.
okay, does that make sense? So it is.
No, it makes a lot of sense.
Child is making so, and it's not just children, Ash. This is how humans react. This is how humans behave. You know, if my wife wants me to feel a certain way, she can give me a look, a touch, or something, and I will know. I will be filled with a projection of I've not done something right. That makes sense? Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So being in charge of being in control of how someone makes you feel is really important.
Yes.
Okay? Because, well, just in life in general, because otherwise we just act out all over the place. So by having this level of psychoanalysis yourself, you get to know yourself a lot more. So that when I'm in a room and I suddenly want to, I don't know, I'm suddenly feeling really cross and I want to tell the child to go away. You know, is that normal for me to feel anger and hatred towards a child, or is this something that's being communicated and then saying, well, why would it be important for this child for me to be cross with them or to send them out of the room? Well, it might be that they get out of here quicker, or that I might show them some form of attention that's more familiar. If a child comes and tries and wants me to like them a lot, why do they want me to like them? Well, if you like someone, someone likes you, you're less likely to hurt them. So it's in that realm. It's in the world of the unconscious is where I work. It's a very specific form of psychotherapy. It's the original psychotherapy. But you need that level of training in psychoanalysis. So many people carry on for years and years, and of course that's very expensive to do.
Yes.
So thankfully it's a government-funded training, because we're talking hundreds of thousands of pounds to train a child psychotherapist or psychoanalytic psychotherapist.
Yes,
because you do the training in the CAMS clinics, they're a salaried post, they're doing a doctoral training in London, travel, tuition fees, analysis 4 times a week, and for 5 years. This really adds up a lot. So I was very lucky to be able to be in a position to be offered that level of training. But I can't think of anything more worthwhile to be doing every day. It's painful work.
Mate, I've got to say, mate, that literally those kids are super lucky to have you. I mean, just listening to you, actually the passion in your voice and everything, it's just, yeah. It's kind of making me well up a little bit as well.
Oh, well, that's good.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
I have got a lot of respect for you, man.
Thank you.
But sorry,
But-
carry on.
But before I was a social worker, I had another type of. So do you know what I did up to the age of 27?
What's that?
All right, turn around then.
Oh. Okay. You piqued
See
my
that?
interest. Yeah.
So, this is what I used to do up to the age of 27. So my first degree was in dance theatre. And
Yep.
I trained as a classically trained ballet dancer. And trained in one of the top schools in London, and then I had a small dance company in New York for 3 years.
Yep.
And then I was teaching in Athens at the state school there for 3 years before coming back to the UK. So there are photos available, and that's what I did, which was a fantastic experience to be able to move through space with other human beings. You know, I'm not a small chap. I'm 6'4".
Yeah.
So, but just to be able to move across the stage in the most amazing ways was just an incredible experience as well. Really great. So that's what I've done. Just not a failed dancer, but someone who had to couldn't do it all his life. But
Yeah. Never a failure.
no,
That definitely is.
I
That's not a
I
word.
can still touch my toes.
But nice.
I'll,
Is there anything you haven't done?
no.
I was gonna say, man. That's a pretty awesome life so far. I love it.
It was quite a
Damn.
career change, wasn't it? But,
That was a career change, but it's good though. It's a great career change, as far as I'm concerned.
it
Like,
was.
those kids are super lucky.
Oh, that's really kind of you to say.
Yeah.
And so much of it is my hope is that at some point these young people can look back at some point and appreciate somebody made a contact with them. We ask too much of kids. There's way too many feelings for kids. When we got primary schools,
yeah.
sat around saying, "How are you feeling?" They just want to get on being kids.
They do.
You know?
They really do.
And we're in a really interesting time, actually.
Oops.
I'm waffling on a bit.
No, carry on.
So
It's yours.
my doctoral thesis was dead. Was called "Understanding Our Relationship with," and was it understanding our digital relationships with smartphones from a psychoanalytic perspective.
Yep.
So I was looking at my own relationship with my smartphone from a psychoanalytic perspective, because its capacity to completely overtake our attention economy, I think, is having such a profound impact on relationships in general. So I think I meet so many families who will come to us and they'll tell tales on their kids. And they do this, and
Yeah.
they don't do this, and then they do this, and why aren't they working properly? And we've got a really interesting situation where our smartphones and screens are really robbing us of boredom and our capacity to tolerate our frustrations. So children from an early age are less likely to be encouraged to tolerate their frustrations. So they're bored quickly, and what happens is, because parents want to spend as much time on Instagram as the kids, don't they, really, to be honest? So
Yeah.
everyone's got a continual partial attention, and children are getting in the way of parents' experiences of putting themselves first. And it's a really interesting time because parents are also really afraid to get it wrong and to be the baddie anymore. It's so important that children have really clear, firm boundaries that this is it, And because of the public nature of the exposure, the Facebook, the Instagram, the public face of parenting, the competitive parenting is so prominent that parents are really anxious about being clear and firm and saying no to their child, to the point where the child's going to have a tantrum, kick, scream, etc., etc. And so much of my work with families is about just helping parents understand how to give your child the right type of attention at the right time, so that they can emotionally regulate in a much more healthy way. Because children have much more choice than they need. They are included in decision making at a much earlier age than is just too much for them. And it can give them a sense of way too much power. And all they need is just to know that mum and dad have, they've got it. They've got it. You know what I mean?
They got it, yeah.
They got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And it's a real worry, because if a parent cannot tolerate the distress of their own child, then everybody's in a state of crisis. And a child in a state of crisis, so if they're having people talk about challenging behaviour or kicking off, but a lot of it's children trying their best to get the right attention. And parents think that they are, it leaves them feeling that they're not good enough, or there's going to be some form of public attack from other parents, or I'm going to say first time and last time in my day, if you did something wrong at school, your parent would tell you off for getting it wrong at school.
Yeah,
and that they would say, well, you need to listen to your teacher. And it's very different now when you've got children who are maybe feeling slightly more entitled to things, and then you've got parents who are going in to complain to the teacher rather than backing the teacher up. That makes sense. The child can then get a real sense of power that they can get their own needs met. Like lots of families where the child is completely ruling the roost. They're training parents how to meet their needs rather than the parents necessarily feeling confident or skilled enough to say, well, this is the way we live and you'll have to fit in. And we've got that lovely crisis of children feeling more anxious in general and parents feeling less confident. And somewhere in between there, we've got a right mess. Because they then, what they're doing then is they're looking to experts, or they're looking to Dr. Google. So we won't say, we might get referrals saying that I'm really worried about my child, I don't know what to do. It'll be, my child's got ADHD, or my child's got autism. We need them assessed. So decisions are being made beforehand rather than necessarily letting people do assessments, but they're sort of offsetting things to experts, lots of different experts out there, rather than feeling that they can be empowered themselves.
Oh, can you take us to tower?
Yeah.
Sorry. So, Karen.
and this is just something that I've observed over the last 10 years, a real growth in. Hang on, I need to go out of there. How can I stop that? Oh no!
Just go back to orbit afterwards. It's fine. So.
Parents feeling really disempowered, and then schools feeling disempowered, and then children feeling all over the place. I don't know. These are just some of my observations and families I'm working with.
No.
Sorry, I've been off on a bit of a waffle there.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh my god, Miss Cammy, thank you for the 100 bits, and you just earned yourself the 1k bits badge today. Well done. Right, so you mentioned you got a son. Is he much like his gamer dad? Is he into games as much as you?
Yeah. Well, he plays FIFA most of the time.
Yeah,
that's what he's into. And
so that's his thing.
Yeah, both of the kids. I've got an older,
nice.
got an 18-year-old daughter as well, and
Yep.
They both played a bit of Fortnite when that was sort of coming out.
Yeah.
I've tried to get into Destiny a couple of times, but he hasn't got the patience.
Oh right, okay. But you tried though. You've at least tried.
I've tried, yeah, and I'm sure he's a little bit more curious when I'm like, right, it's raid night, see you all, close the door.
Yeah.
But I'm sure
Getting
he'll
there.
get into it at some point. But yeah, my daughter plays a bit of
Yeah.
Fortnite, and my son is mostly FIFA. Mostly FIFA.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But
Well, I mean, it's still it's gaming, so that's good.
yes, it's true.
Um, so I kind of grasp all those questions. That's cool. You've got a doggo, haven't you?
I got 2 dogs.
You got 2 dogs. That's right. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Tell us
So-
about the doggos.
So we've got the lovely Fred. He's looked at me now.
Yep.
Fred is 10. He's something called a cockerdale. So he's a cocker spaniel with a patterdale terrier, which actually means he looks like a dwarf black lab with a really shiny coat and short legs. We haven't told, he thinks he's a lab. We haven't told him yet. Yeah.
Love it.
And he's completely excitable and completely mad, which is lovely. And then
Yep.
4 years ago we got Tallulah. Or
Tallulah.
Lula, or the Bean as she's called. She is from Gran Canaria. We adopted her
Yep.
during lockdowns, actually. So she was adopted from Gran Canaria, flew to Madrid, and then driven to Swindon in a van with lots of other terrified animals.
Yep.
She is a Chihuahua mixed with a Podenco. Now, I'll show you some. Well, I can't really show you now. A Podenco is a sort of a hound from the Gran Canaria. It's really lovely long legs, really long nose, really lovely pointy ears, and we got more of the Chihuahua. So she's really short. She's got the amazing colourings of a sort of a honey-coloured Podenco and the big ears, and she just rules the roost, and she's just adorable. She just can't believe how different it is to be in the lap of luxury rather than on the streets. It's a little puppy in Spain. That's been absolutely terrifying for her. Yeah, so they drive me absolutely nuts, and they're huge fun, and they're really comforting, and I've also got an axolotl as well.
Oh, so they're hard to keep contained, aren't they? They take a lot of work, if I'm
They do
correct.
take a lot of work, yeah. You must keep them in the water, otherwise they'll try to... So they're a juvenile salamander. And if you have them out of the water for too long, they will... It's not good for them, because they'll try and evolve.
Yeah.
But they're in a water tank, and they're huge fun. And the one we've got's an albino. But yeah, you've got to feed them a lot. And
Yep.
this one's got some additional needs in that he hasn't grown properly, and we did have 2. And one of them ate the legs of the other one, which then grew back.
Oh wow.
Because that's the thing about
Oh.
axolotls, is that they regenerate.
Damn.
Regenerate limbs. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I
but
did
that's
not know
hard for-
that.
Yeah. So it's me, Mrs. H, 2 kids, 2 dogs, and as of yesterday, 4 cars, because my son's just passed his driving test.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, a busy time, busy house. My
It sounds
daughter's,
busy.
my daughter's at just died. My daughter's at uni locally, so she's living from home, and my son's just about to go to uni. He's at a specialist sports college studying football.
Damn. So it's pretty talented through the family then, really.
Well, they do all right. They do good.
Yeah. That's awesome. So we've actually we touched on so many questions as well. I'm literally going through the questions again. Okay, we've done that one. Done that one.
I've got a waffle, have I?
No, it's perfectly fine. So we kind of touched on this, but I'm going to still ask you anyway. So
Okay.
where did your Destiny Legends start? Was it the beta of Destiny 1? Or was
I
it
don't
sort
think
of a little
so.
later?
I mean, I wouldn't have known at the time. As soon as I could afford to buy it, I had it.
Yeah.
When did it come out? Did it come out in June, July 2014? September? I think,
Jesus.
I think it was like within the first couple of months of it being purchased.
See, yeah, so relatively new then.
Yes. As soon as I could. I remember reading about it in the Guardian one day, and they were like, "Oh, this game's coming out. It's this big open world thing," which just sounded amazing.
Yeah.
So as soon as I could convince the rest of the family that Daddy having this new game was a good idea, yeah, I got it. So, yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
amazing.
First chosen character of Destiny. What was your
What was my class?
your first character? Yes. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
Your first class that you chose.
I mean, I'd like to say Warlock. It probably was a hunter to start with, but I basically have been a heavy Warlock main as far as I can remember.
Okay.
Well, I play all three characters. I keep them up.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Keep them up to light.
Did you,
but
what about now? Do you kind of do the same? Keep them up to light, or is it just still?
I keep them up to light.
Yep.
I find Titans easier to play.
Yep.
Hunters are a lot of fun. But
Yeah.
but it's after you. But it's where did Hades come from? Hades, are you watching?
Yeah, he's actually asked me to do that in chat. That's what I'm doing it for.
That's because he knows. That's because he knows that I'm looking at the TV, but in order to look at the screen, I need to put my glasses on, and I'm not going to do that. So I have to put them on to look at the chat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm learning the ways of the hunter. I'm being taught the ways of the hunter by Hades and Panda, and but Warlock is that's just what I feel most comfortable with.
Yeah.
You know, and it wasn't until I learned about builds, and I'm a heavy arc Vesper Radius build. Just love it. Can't get enough of it. As soon as I got that build in, within 2 weeks, I had my Wish Ender, I had my Xenophage. I'd completed so many different things, just having the confidence of having a decent build. But, I mean, there's something like going into a room, dropping a well, having a little sit down, and not a well, dropping a rift with your Vesper Radius, and everything just killing and dying around you, and feeling like I got this. Feel like a bit of a god for a minute, and I can. I've got this. Take it away. Suddenly, went into did a Crota raid, and it was the second time I did it. But someone was like, "Hey, we're all warlocks. Should we do it solar?" And I'm like scrambling around trying to get a solar build together whilst dodging the spiky balls and the pits. So I need to develop some more builds, really. Where's Abs? Do we want to go and do something now?
We've got a raider in chat. Hex Queen, thank you so much for the amazing raid with your 4 viewers. That's awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you. So first completed raid. I think you kind of touched on this as well, actually, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm. First completed raid.
What was the first one?
Root of Nightmares.
Roots. Yes.
Yes, it was Roots.
How'd you find that?
I thought it was amazing.
Its first go? Is it?
It was
quite fun, or?
Yeah, so there was quite a motley crew. Mr. Monkey was there. Todd the Gator was chirping me, although he'd say that he wasn't chirping me, but he was.
Yep.
Just to be with 6 people, having a great time. It taking, I don't know, took 4 hours or something daft, but to be with people who are willing to put that time in with someone new. And to teach you new mechanics. It was a beautiful raid anyway. It's not overly difficult now, I can see, in comparison to others. But you don't really do the transitions between encounters in other things, do you? You know what I mean?
No.
You've never done dungeons or things. So if you're just doing PvE stuff in general, not end content. But the camaraderie, the banter, the working as a team, it was beautiful. It's such a beautiful raid. My favourite now is probably what would it be?
Checking.
So what have I done? I've done everything apart from I've not completed Garden of Salvation, and I've not done Vow. Probably the most clears I've got is on Crota.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Crota is so much fun though.
Crota is huge fun, and I think I've done all of the mechanics now on that as well, and most of them on route. Yep, and done all the dungeons. So my first one was Root of Nightmares. Yeah, it's brilliant. Loved it. Like
Nice.
I couldn't sleep for hours afterwards. It's just so exciting.
I love it, man.
Sound like a little kid.
That's awesome. I love it.
That's what it does to us.
What about seals? Have you completed many seals? Is there one that you kind of most proud of if you complete quite a few?
Are you talking about titles and things?
Titles, yes. Your the one on your name, like
Yeah,
I've got a champ on mine.
So I've managed to do. I did my first title I got was Season of the. Hang on, what's the one in the autumn with the silver leaves, etc. The bonfires. What's that called?
Oh.
For Halloween. I'll tell you. Should probably have to tell you because that was my
I haven't done
first.
hardly any of mine.
That was my Flame Keeper. That's it. Yeah, but June
Flame
solstice.
Keeper?
It was solstice.
Solstice.
It was solstice. So that was huge fun for me because again, I didn't think any titles were possible. And I'm now proud owner of 7 titles. 7 titles, yeah.
That is a great feat.
And I am I just think I'll do a stasis and avoid GM, and I shall have the what's that one? Conqueror.
Yep, Conqueror.
I'm
Yep.
trying to work. Deadeye's the one I really want, but I don't spend enough time in PvP.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something really nice about being part of this community where people will help you to do this. You know, I think I'd said somewhere else, but the first time I asked for help, I was stuck on a legendary weekly mission that I needed to do for one of the titles, I think. But dropped a message into Discord after waiting an hour trying to pluck up the courage. And this guy called Proper Porridge says, yeah, I'll do it. He jumps in, opens the door, he turns invisible. This rank 11 silverback, as I'd call him. This rank 11 drops in, turns invisible, melts everything dies. He gets me in the pod, end of the mission, and says, and gone. And I was like, my God, it's like this. It was just like this. One of the big lads come in and help him. One of these elite players coming in and just. He didn't have to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little ranked 6. And when I finally got to raid with him and found out he was a West Brom fan and he's from the Black Country, it was just like, oh my God, I love you even more. Yeah, so it's people's generosity. It's just incredible. So they've helped me get loads of titles, and my next thing by Easter I want to get my rank 10, which is just beyond anything I could have imagined before, really. So I've just got to do a couple of raids.
Yeah, you've got this, mate. You can smash that out easy.
Yeah. And then Panda's been getting me to saying, "Come on, go solo a dungeon. Come do it."
Yes, do it.
So I did Shattered Throne, and as I said, it's just taken me 3 weeks to do Grasp.
Yeah.
So it's just amazing stuff.
Right, so in chat at the moment. So Love Rachel and Rion's 13. Thank you for the follow. I love Rachel. Hey, you alright? We got a question from Miss Cammy as well.
Hello, Miss Cammy.
She says, "How did you get your name?"
Good one. Do you guys want to run something while we're doing this? Shall I put?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So Heyoka. So I've always been a really interested, really fascinated with First Nations, Native Americans of the Great Plains in North America.
Yep.
I always had a TP before a sheriff's badge, and I was always the one being tied up. And I was playing Indians when cowboys and Indians as kids.
Yep.
And so a Heyoka is a sort of an archetypal trickster, and it's a character mostly from Lakota. So a Heyoka character would bring things into people's awareness by holding up a mirror to them in their actions, or ridiculing them, or acting in the opposite ways in order to
You're breaking up. I'm trying to
challenge
catch tunnel.
and
Go light 'em up,
often bring
Bucky.
around things into people's awareness through humour. So to be
Yep.
to be Heyoka was to be contrary, to be not necessarily a clown, but a satirist of sorts. And that,
Ash.
and that,
Sorry, go on.
and that really is a lot of what I do in my job, is to over time bring in order to be Heyoka, you need to have huge amounts of empathy and compassion for others in order to know what it's like to be them. So professionally, that is my job. That is what I do. I spend my time trying to know what it's like to be real Johnny, and over time bring things into his awareness that I'm noticing that he's not noticing. So in my job, in some ways, I am Heyoka, because I help people see the truths of the situations, but from a point of empathy and kindness. So it's got a bit of a double thing for me, really.
Yeah.
It's an unusual name. It's an interesting name, but
I love the name.
it encapsulates a lot for me. It has means a lot for me.
No, that means a lot more. When a name actually has like when a name actually has a meaning, or it has a purpose to a meaning, it's a hell of a lot.
Sure.
Much more better to. I don't know how to explain it. So, like, any time someone explains their name means more than just something random that they just picked up.
Yeah.
It's just so much better. Like you actually appreciate the name a hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
You know, because I've like got friends that just don't really care. They're just like, you know, I hit a randomizer. I'm
feeling like two. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. 1, 2, 3 or something. And then you just kind of like, oh, okay, that's fair enough. And then when you got someone like Heyoka, and it's like, oh, actually, that's a cool name. I wonder what the origins of that. I just love origins. I mean, I'm just weird like that. I just love an origin story.
Yeah, I really like it.
So I love it.
Yeah. But mostly I get called the Doc because people know
the Doc. Yeah, I've seen this in chat actually. The Doc. I love it.
So
the Doc. Yeah. I'm gonna keep that by because that's awesome.
Yeah, and that's a lot of fun. I take that as a term for endearment, which is a nice thing.
Oh yes, definitely.
There is another guy in one of the Discords whose name is Doctor something. So he's Doc. Yep. He gets called Doc, but I'm the Doc. That makes sense.
And you're the Doc.
I'm the
okay.
Doc.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, next question. What do you think of the seasonal template of Destiny with its own sort of battle pass style thing? Well, I call it the seasonal pass, don't they? What do you think of the seasonal passes?
So I didn't really do a lot of the early seasonal stuff because, you know, we all know that with Destiny they don't explain things a great deal, do they?
No.
It takes so long to work out. You know, this was my first. What's the baking? When we were doing the baking, it took me ages to find out where the oven was to make.
Oh, the Star Baker stuff.
Because you know they just don't. They don't.
Dawning.
The Dawn. They don't make it straightforward. So, as a solo player, I drop into some seasons and think, I want to play this one. I'd buy the season pass. I'd get it to rank 100 and think, well, I've done it now. You know, not realising that. You know, I didn't even know about light levels. Didn't even understand what that was. Or power levels, how you can get things up like that. So, I think it gets quite annoying that things get sunset or things you can't do things all the time. And again, if you're not aware that you're playing a season that's going to change, or you're doing seasonal activities, what's the difference between the seasonal activity and the story? You know, these are very hard to work out unless you're having conversations with people. Particularly when they throw in something like Halloween and it just annoys me. I'm like, it's festival or lost. What's all that about? Sure, this is just a gimmick. And yeah, without those conversations, it's so hard to know what the hell's going on. So I haven't minded it. Some of it's been really really good. Season of the Witch I really
Yeah.
enjoyed. You know, this season's been good. And it's good that they bring out dungeons and things like that. But it'll be interesting to see what episodes going to look like. That's going to be like 4 across the year. Is it going to be more?
I think so, yeah. I think that's what they said, wasn't it?
I think so. But I got a lot of faith in Bungie pulling out the goods for us.
Yeah. It's kind of been a bit hit and miss recently, but I think they kind of know they have to do something special now.
Yes.
They
I don't know.
they're gonna get a bit. Yeah, they will lose a lot.
So I'm interested.
And
to see
Sony
what-
won't be happy.
I'm hoping that Into the Light is going to maybe bring back some stuff. You know,
Yeah, here's hoping.
here's hoping. Yeah, because there's some raids I didn't do Leviathan. I was there on my own, trying to work it out, not realising it was 6
Oh.
You know, I've got this encounter, I got this, but then if I stand on this bit and I can't do it, and then how am I supposed to do this? I feel a bit of a twit sometimes when I talk about things like
Oh
that.
no, it's
because-
fine. I've done plenty of that sort of thing. Don't worry.
Because
Yeah,
I should.
you're not the only one.
Feel like you should have known. You can't do this anyway. Yeah.
That's cool, those. We've got a hydrate in chat for Mr.
Okay.
Rolfie, man.
Thanks, Rolfie. Okay. This is in honour of your overhydrating this weekend in Stag Do. Not his Stag Do, but
Oh,
Stag Do.
overhydrating. Damn.
I hope he's feeling okay.
He's probably really ropey right now. Let's see. What do you think of the current way we get these special events, like the Guardian games right now? Do you reckon they've actually been delivered right? You know, so look, you kind of touched on this as well
Yeah.
anyway to us, but like, you know, sort of the Dawning, the Halloween event, whatever it's
Yeah.
called. Just stuff like that. Do you think they do that well, or because I know you did say that it can be confusing, do you?
I think it's really hard for people who've not done it. So this is the first time I will have done all of the events in season. You know, the festivals that we've
Yeah.
now come back. So the amount of work you have to do to understand, like in Solstice, you know, you've got to get leaves convert, you know, like the bonfires, and you've got to do this in order to get that. So they do
Yeah.
drag it out a hell of a lot, and it's not overly simple.
No.
But they've never been simple. You know what I mean? There's always been an element of where do I go now, what do I do? I kind of like
Yes.
it. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
But it's frustrating to begin with, but then when you discover it or work it out, and there's some sense of achievement. At least you've worked out what to do. But I don't follow any streamers or anything. I don't go to streamers to listen to get updates on news and stuff. I probably should do.
Yeah.
You know, pay attention to what people say in the community, or
Damn it.
I might have to say to Hades what on earth's going on here.
Oh, we've had
Um,
4 hydrates. Okay, so we've got another 3
God.
hydrates. Then.
I'm gonna have to make another
Thank you, Miss
dinner in a
Carrie.
minute.
Keep it up.
So I don't mind it, I suppose. Yeah, I think they can drag on a little bit longer, but yeah, I don't overly mind the model itself. Be interesting to see what they do to it, but then I'm not the sort of person you see Ash, because I still have so much to do, so I wasn't particularly worried about a really long season, because I've not. It's only the other week that I did Vox Obscura for the first time. I hadn't known what it was, you know, and then go back into other parts of certain campaigns that I didn't really take seriously. So I'm not a player who's going to go, well, I've done that bit now I'm bored. I'm going to go off and play the game. But you know, I might do at some point when I've done everything I need to do. There's still some weapons I need to get, and some ways to finish, and I'm quite happy to just crack on with doing those things at the moment.
Yeah. That's awesome. So with the future of Destiny, you kind of touched on this again as well. What's your views on how it'll go after we've had this next big piece of content? So what was coming out now? Do you reckon, it's going to still keep on going strong, or do you reckon it's going to sort of slow down?
Depends. If they keep the model, and if they don't go to like a subscription model or anything like that, then I can see them. I really hope they come out with something big like a Destiny 3 or something that's going to be completely, have the impact that Destiny 2 has, and then did have, and then leave us all thinking, great, we've got another 10 years of this.
So you reckon more that they're going to go for another, almost like a new game, new refresh to...
I don't know whether that's what I think or whether that's what I hope.
Or you're hoping. Yes.
Because I'm not, I'm not very good at predicting the future of things like that.
Yeah. But you kind of want it, yeah, so you want something that's
I'd love to play Destiny at least.
I don't want it to end, but it needs to change somehow to the point where it's more friendly for us, because I think they're getting a little bit sort of... I don't know if it's the whole Sony thing. I don't want to blame Sony for it, but it does feel like they're getting a lot more greedier recently.
When you say us, you mean sort of people who've been playing it for a long time?
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Because I don't know.
Well, the competition with other games. I mean, we've seen a lot of people going off and playing Helldivers and Baldur's Gate 3 and things. And really loving it, having a great time.
So I've got Baldur's Gate 3, but I haven't played it yet because I've been doing this seasonal stuff. But that will be some kind of I'm going to do on one of my next streams.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So that'd be quite cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
That'd be good. But yeah, there's the more competition that there is, but if you've been playing it 10 years, you're probably going to stick around. Even if it's reasonably good.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for punishment, so I'll be sticking around.
What else are we Brits going to have to moan about?
I know, exactly, right? This is the thing.
The weather's just wet all the time, so we can't complain about that anymore. So at least we can complain that Bungie's messing us around or selling us short.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So we've got a couple more questions, and then we're going to hit the line around.
Ooh.
So if you want to kind of start one more obviously strike or something, and then we'll sit by for the line around.
Lightning round.
Which will be fun. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to this one.
So I think I'm behind on the hydrates. Hang on a minute. There we go.
Yep. So what we're doing now, I'm just going to quickly. I'll be silent for a minute. I'm just going to hit the randomizer for your questions.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here.
Conversations like Radio 3 in a Lamborghini.
Oh my god, is it that?
General.
Oh, nice, General.
I don't know if you're talking about us, but that's quite funny.
We must destroy this machine guard.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
Mercy's actually put a question in chat. Thanks for that, Miss Cammy, for giving me a heads up. So Mercy says, "What's your favourite enemy race in Destiny 2?"
Favourite's a tricky word, isn't it? Who do I like killing the most?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think that's what it means.
I think I've killed.
Or maybe you don't want to kill one.
Well,
I don't know.
you see, it gets to the point where you start thinking, what's going on with these thralls? Why are they so angry? They're vicious, aren't they? I think I remember being absolutely terrified when I'd got a decent pair of headphones. And
This is going.
and you suddenly got thrall, like completely terrifying the shit out of you. So I enjoy the thrall a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be able to tell you what race they're from. What are they from?
Thrall, they'll be Hive.
So they're Hive. So I enjoy killing the Hive. I find the Baal slightly annoying. They remind me of what was that film? The Fifth Element.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Those sort of guards. They remind me of. What they were. Cross between a Gamorrean guard from Return of the Jedi and the baddies on the Fifth Element. So they're annoying. And Who's the Scorchy ones? What are they called? One,
Scorchy ones.
yeah, yeah.
Define scorch.
People who know me now are laughing because this is like, okay, Heyoka's gonna show up. Okay, so this thing's gonna happen, then this thing's gonna
What
drop.
the
We're
hell,
gonna do
Joel?
this thing. I'm talking about guys with the lanterns. When we go in, let's say Warlord's Ruin, right, the first boss on Warlord's Ruin. Scorn. Is that it? Scorn?
Scorn. Okay.
Scorn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Scorn are just really annoying. I remember being really fascinated with Taken when they came out. So it would have been D1, wouldn't it? I had this pair of Taken boots.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Oh, I had these pair of Taken
Oh,
boots that
the
just oh
yes.
man.
So
And I
that gear, that Taken gear, don't you
Yeah.
want that back in Destiny 2?
totally,
Because that's
totally.
been amazing.
It was just
I love that
it was
gear.
just the best kit because then you suddenly like that's it. I look like these guys now. Amazing. Loved it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I do worry about the thrall quite a lot.
Oh my. Okay. So Rolfie Man's put a bit of a weird question in the
Oh
chat.
God,
You
what's
ready
he
for this
said?
one?
Go on then.
Okay. He put question for Doc.
Oh dear.
Oh God. Shag, marry, kill 3 Destiny 2 characters. Please don't say Zaval.
No. Sort of the kill. Who would I kill first? You know he's an NPC. When you go and see Hawthorne and you drop down the steps with the tree in the middle, then you're on the way to the bazaar, and there's the bot on the right hand side sweeping.
The sweeper bot.
The sweeper bot, he needs to be killed to be put out of his misery.
Oh my God.
Oh, his
What
life is
sweeper bot?
so
Man, I
he
didn't like
must
you.
need it, man. He needs to be put out of his misery.
Oh, I see. Put it out the Oh,
Put it out
okay,
of
that
misery.
makes sense. Okay, it makes more sense.
And
Okay.
I think Mara's been a little bit of a tricky having a hot tub this season. And it would be. Oh, I don't know. Well, Mara for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So it's a Shag or Mary?
Shag? No, both.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep. There we go.
Okay, so it's both. There we are.
Rolf is marrying Sweeperbot. Sorry, mate.
Rolfie's, yeah, I mean,
Just got rid of
he'd
it.
be totally up for that. Yeah.
Tom's saying that Sweeperbot's going to save us all from the witness. Hades wants me to marry the Drifter. What does Hades want me to do with the Drifter, though? Hades? Anyway.
God.
Yeah, I think I'd have to be a man of honour and marry Miss Mara.
Yeah. Sounds a plan. So General Hey General, hey buddy. I have a question. What are some effective strategies for completing challenging raids in Destiny 2?
Be with a really great bunch of killers.
Yeah.
I'm
So
I'm
you're
still learning
saying
them.
you're saying surround yourself with people.
Surround yourself with people who know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I think in the long run, it's learning each of the mechanics. So there's some raids I do where some guys know what they're doing, love to do it, and it makes things run smoothly. And that's fine. And there's others where I want to. So, like with Crota, it's only the last couple of weeks that I've done swords on the final encounter with Crota. Before that, I was just doing Boomerites. But I'm hearing people talk about swords, and they're saying, "Okay, we'll take here, and it can sound like it's something like really amazing what they're doing, or something that doesn't quite what they're doing is amazing. But once you learn the actual mechanic, then you think I can go and do that. That's fine. Yeah, I can understand it. So, long-term effective strategy is to learn each of the mechanics so that you can be more flexible, pick up any role, and if you know all of it, then it's even better, isn't it, when you want to go on Sherpa things?
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah. So I take a long-term strategy is to learn each of the roles in the raids.
Well, there you go.
Mm.
I think that's a pretty damn great answer. Honest. So is that all the questions? I think. Mara's on the list. We've got Freddy.
Weeperbot's getting a lot of
I
love.
think. Oh, we got. I've never been weapon class the broom.
The
I mean, it's a
broom.
sparrow. The broom's a sparrow.
Is it? Didn't know.
Yeah, yeah, from like an old. Was it a sparrow? No. Oh, am I just dreaming? I swear I got a sparrow. Broom.
Don't know.
Maybe I'm dreaming it. I thought we had a broom. We had like a secret broom or something at one point, and we then had it a sparrow.
Wasn't some sort of Harry Potter season? You had a broom to. Was it?
Let's look at the collection because I don't actually know now. I tell you what, if that's just me in my dreams or something, that's going to be been very odd.
Mm-mm. Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. It was a long while ago anyway. I swear it was. I mean, I haven't got half of the stuff from old seasons. Hated Oblivion? Everyone's looking at it. Oh, I think I found it. Oh, there it is. The Broom Swept Night. I wasn't dreaming.
Oh wow, like the sound of that.
It was yeah. Come on, man.
Mhm.
Let's have a look. Oh, another question from General. Oh, okay. What is the hardest content you have attempted and maybe completed in Destiny 2?
And completed. I think. Well, I didn't do Crota in D1. Learning that for the first time is super confusing, super challenging.
Yep.
I think where I'm at the minute, trying to solo some dungeons has been super challenging. I've had to really, dig deep and have a lot of patience.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a vow because I hear vows super complicated as well. So everyone's got these things. So that would be. I can answer that question better after vow because I would have done all of that then. But I think attempting to solo stuff. Doing any GM without soccer would be quite difficult as well at times because he's a beast. Yeah, that's what it would be. Soloing other dungeons is a real challenge. I like it.
Yeah, that's a great challenge.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I soloed Prophecy.
Yeah.
So good. I mean, it took me forever to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was before we had all the builds and the setups and everything. It was just like the basics you had on you. You kind of just had to kind of chuck something together. The heavy economy at the time was awful. So we would always run out of heavy, so I had to use primaries most of the time. It took me forever, but when I got it done, I was like, look, I may have died about 1 million times, but I got this thing done.
Yeah.
And it was like the big, it's so good.
I reckon I used over 250 banners for over the last few weeks. Yeah. Yeah. But there is something here. I mean, it's like any game from my youth. You, as Mr. Monkey would have said, you find the patterns and you respond to them, and you repeat and you take one step forward each go. And if you can do that, there was a point where I thought, well, I know what to do. I know how I'm going to do this. Now I just need to do it.
Yeah.
And actually, it was. I ended up using Lament and getting up close in the end rather than using Leviathan's Breath or anything else from the distance. And that was just what I was comfortable with at that time. But that was on an arc build. Probably could have done a lot easier, I suppose, if I had a confident solar build with the current sort of artifact. There would have been benefits to that. So, but this is what I'm comfortable with. I don't have to worry about additional things that can distract from using a different build. Yeah. That's a good question because it's hard. What I thought was hard this time last year massively changed.
Yeah.
If that makes
Oh,
sense,
no, I mean-
because part of a big thing over the year is that I've got a lot better,
Yeah, that's awesome. I absolutely love that.
which is amazing.
Like,
Yeah, it's
it worked a hell of a lot harder. That's so cool.
yeah.
Its prime cast a great shadow over on the city.
Let's have a look. Oh, we've got quite a few in here.
Mhm.
Okay. General, he's having fun in the old chat with some questions. How did you get your armor and weapon? And what is the story behind this? Armor and weapon?
Current armor and
I
weapon.
guess your current. Let's go for your favourite weapon. How did you get your favourite weapon and your favourite armor? So that's probably an easier option.
Yeah, so my favourite weapon, well, it's the Wish Ender, isn't it? So what
Yep.
did I do? I got up to, is it Morgoth or Vorgoth? I can't remember. I managed to get on my own up to the room with the big ogre in the middle and the witches around the arena. Is it Morgoth or Vorgoth?
Morgoth.
Morgoth.
I think it's Morgoth. Yeah.
And I was just banging my head against the wall. I just could not get past at all. But this is before I
Yeah.
had a decent build. And it was only when someone in the Discord had posted a Vesper of Radius build that Mactix had put out. And I tried that
Yep.
and just melted everything. Anyway, but until that, so Mr. Monkey came in and helped me get through to finish Shattered Throne.
Yep.
And then I then spent the time learning it even more so that I could then go back and finish him on my own to get the Wish Ender, if that makes sense. So
Yep.
he helped me get the completion, but by then I had a decent build to get through. So it's a weapon that I've really fought hard to get, and
Yep.
just absolutely adore it. Armor wise, and then that comes in with a Vesper as well. It was just finding a build that, because I'm a squishy warlock. I say squishy because I die very easily. To have some sense that you can survive a little bit longer with a build is amazing. So, and now I'm just trying to get the best roll I can on my Vesper Radius.
We're here, stranger.
By
Yes,
chilling
nice.
in engrams.
You can call me
And
Yeah.
or Elizabeth.
so, but a couple of months ago, Mr. P. King was incredibly helpful in helping me understand how to use the
Despite our best efforts, the
armor
Vex
mods
Ape remains active
on
thanks to
Ghost
us.
Shell
Destroying it loses us a vital link
in
to
order
the
to
Vex.
get better
A story
rolls.
for another time,
So,
perhaps.
at the end of
We need to
season
focus
of
on
the
stopping any further
Witch,
incursions from
I ended up I got 99 engrams in a box and think, oh, what am I looking for? So I just collect them. I'd occasionally get a red border, but I wouldn't really look at the stats of what I was getting, or I wasn't wholly understood it. So Mr. King was really helpful in saying, look, put this mod on. If you're warlock, get a discipline armor on. Let's focus some engrams. Let's focus some armor. And
Yep.
within a couple of weeks, I got double hundreds, and that in itself is huge.
Damn.
To have a majority of my warlock builds now are double hundreds, and the next thing is for triple hundreds. So there's something about having that next thing to go for. I can't go and do triple hundreds. I need to learn how to get 100. Then
Yeah.
so does Hades, by the way, if he's still listening. So stats are embarrassing, Hades. So there's something about that next step challenge. Do you know what I mean? It's there. I've done that now. Now what's next? And you sort of build that up over time. So I'm really proud to be having these builds with double hundreds and taking it from there.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's a great question, like that one.
Yeah. And I think he's got one last one. Any advice to new Destiny players? What would it be?
It would be, don't wait 9 years before you reach out for a community. That's for sure.
Yep.
Because I sometimes think, oh, I've missed out on so much fun. To been able to raid and do end games stuff with a clan or fire teams. I really feel like I'd would have really enjoyed that. Not that I didn't enjoy
Yeah.
being solo, but the benefits of being part of a community and asking for help, join a Discord, find a community that you like. That there's a lot of friendly ones out there, that's for sure. And then start asking for help. Hard to do, but I remember sitting for an hour before putting something in Discord saying, "Can anybody help?" Because you're embarrassed or you're worried that someone's going to think you're a twit. What's he doing now?
He just witnessed me messing around and killing myself. So
Oh yeah, I wasn't paying attention, was I?
no, that's fine. It's all good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's all the questions on the chat. Yeah, it's in the skill issue. Yes, it was skill issue because I was messing around with a new sparrow and I couldn't get off the sparrow. Okay.
At least it started the strike. I hadn't even started the strike.
Yeah.
I was looking at weapons and I'm
It's
going to
fine.
talk about.
We've got another hydrate in chat as well, so
Oh, good.
make sure you hydrate up.
Yep, you finish that one up.
Average is pretty much at the end of the strike, but I
Shit.
didn't realise. I think we were supposed to come out the strike, but I mean we might as well finish this one now, so it's all
I
good.
think we were. But I was
It's all
too
good.
busy looking at my character.
No, that's
arm-
fine.
Armor and weapons.
That's good. Yeah, no, it's pretty damn good questions from us. Oh, we got another Hades out with the redeemed hydrate as well now.
It is.
Another
good
hydrate in
man.
chat.
Good.
Oh damn it! I'm gonna need the lure straight after this stream.
It's a good job I had a fishbowl of gin.
So,
Yep.
oh, nice. Yes.
Yes, Hades, mate. I'm drinking. Don't worry.
So we've got literally just down to the last two questions now before the lightning round. You joined Average's Discord,
Did.
not recently, but a while back, and became a warm face of the chat real quickly. How'd you come about meeting all the lovely lot there?
So I met Av in Guardian Downcast Discord,
Here we are again.
Yep.
Cleaning up another
and
closed raised business.
so when I joined in
Be sure to remind
April,
about that next time
he was
you
around.
see
I mean,
him
just to
busted. He's the
it's
reason all
it's
this is here
a
in the
dominant.
first place. The darkness
Most of the
told
members in
him
there
to
are
build the portal.
stateside.
It's his fault that the
So
fence
Yep.
invaded.
just to
His
meet
fault so
Hades,
many
Mr.
people
Monkey,
died.
and Av, it's
I
quite
did everything
lovely
I
to
could
have.
help.
To be able to talk about beans on toast rather than tacos is
There's
quite
no
nice
use
sometimes.
in
Isn't
trying to help
it?
I love it.
And of course, when you log on in the morning,
And it's
the
only just
most of our American friends are asleep.
begun.
Yeah.
So there'll be me, Hades, Mr. Monkey, and Av sort of saying good morning to each other, and
Oh, crap.
just super friendly. So, and then he had a bit of a break and came back, and then when he was setting up his own Discord, it was like, absolutely, I'm there, mate. And in there to support the pod and everything else. Yeah, and then to raid with him, and for then to be invited in to do some stuff with you guys as well. It's great. I'd love to. I was watching Miss Kami's stream the other week.
Oh right, yeah.
No, I watched it afterwards. I wasn't watching it live, but
Oh,
such a chill,
celebrity streamer.
such chill vibe.
Yeah,
Right,
it
the
really is.
whole thing was just great to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if there's
Yeah.
any spaces on any of those raids, I would definitely be.
Oh,
I think
excellent,
I
yeah.
think I joined you for some Ron checkpoints for Nezzy as
I
well at some
think you
point.
did,
And that was really
yeah.
lovely. Yeah, great bunch. So,
So we've got 4 hydrates to catch up on as well now.
bloody hell.
So good luck there.
Let's get another drink.
Oh my god. Yeah, I know. I'm running out of water here. Right. 1.
We can finish that up. Right, I'm empty now.
Oh, Jesus.
Ugh.
Yeah, right. That was a 4 hydrates done. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Let's round it up to 5. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, Rolfie man's been up to 5.
I
Another
see.
hydrate in chat. Damn, Rolfie man.
I bet he's still half drunk from his weekend.
He probably is. I
Oh
love it.
man, I look forward to hearing all of your stories, Rolfie, mate. I hear there's quite a few.
Yeah. So, yeah. After we've done the strike, it's literally just basically getting down to the lightning round.
Let's do it.
So yeah,
We can come out
cannot
here if
wait.
you want. 'Cause this strike goes on forever, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, it's up to you guys. Oh, Av's like, I don't know what Av's doing over there.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably having a little sleep. I mean, he is getting that age now. He needs his rest.
Av, do you want to carry on with this one, or should we go out?
I know you're easy, but you know.
Let's come out. Let's come out of here then.
Yeah.
Let's
Cool.
go by this one. Okay.
When was
Absolutely.
So what I was saying is he missed a feat. No, I'm joking. When was Heyoka on my stream on Confusion? Yeah, he watched after your stream, Miss Kevin.
No, yeah, I wasn't watching it. I watched it back.
Yeah, you watched it back. Yeah, that'll
It was
be all
great. Really liked it.
right. So, oh yeah, I'd done the randomised thing, but I didn't copy and paste them to Notepad. Okay, right. Line around time, man.
Let's go.
So, are you good? Are you set? Are you hydrated enough?
Yep,
Because
let's
you're
go
gonna
for
need
it. Yep.
Okay, line around starts now. Favorite alcoholic beverage?
Gin and tonic.
RPG or MMO?
MMO.
Okay, best boss battle in game.
I quite like Nezzy actually.
So this is like a customized one, so I'm gonna have to add 3 names to this one. Who would your money be on in a battle of Crucible Wits? Average, Mr. Peking, or Squirrel?
Oh, I've not played with Squirrel, so
Oh, you haven't.
no. My money would be on
Hades then.
would be on Mr. P. King, I think.
Mr. Peking. Oh.
Mm.
What's a word you always use whilst gaming?
Bollocks.
Favorite hero of a game?
Oh darn. I can't remember his name. Garrett, the thief from Thief.
Oh, okay. You're at a gaming convention and they offer you and a friend a chance to play a brand new game. Who are you taking with you?
Ooh. I would take Mr. Monkey with me.
Ooh. Favorite weapon in your favorite game?
There were, I can't remember the name of the game. That's not a lightning round. I don't know. Wish
That's
Ender and D2. I mean, that's all I play.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, okay. I think it's okay. A year's subscription to your console or a year's sub to your favorite streamer?
Oh, a year's subscription.
Got it. Groundhog Day happens and you end up playing the same game every day. What's it going to be?
You've just described my life. It's destiny.
Yes.
That's it.
And that concludes the lightning round.
Thank you. Yeah, you've just realised I'm in a Groundhog Day.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much am the same to us. So, yeah, we're all good to...
Oh, dear.
Yeah, man, that's been an
thank you.
absolute blast. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Hey, okay.
Oh, thanks for having me.
It's a real
guys.
treat to getting to know you and
Thanks,
having some
mate.
fun on Destiny as well.
Thank you.
We've got to do this again soon because it's
And
amazing.
yeah, and I shall look forward to joining H4H for some raids and other
Yes,
stuff.
you're
That'd
always
be
welcome.
so much fun. Thank you. Thanks
All
for
our friends. are
I
welcome,
really enjoyed
so-
all the questions as well. Thanks in the chat. I look forward to
Yeah.
being on this
Yeah,
kind
some
of stream
really
at some
wonderful questions.
point. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
Miss Carrie, like you know, she's much more of much better than me, to be honest. So, yeah, she's what we call the celebrity streamer because she's she's professional. I
She's
just kind of bodge it
professional.
up as I go.
you did a
Exactly.
fantastic job, mate.
Oh, cheers. Well, thank you.
Thank you. I really enjoyed that.
Anything you want to tell chat before we wrap up and get Average in for that little bit of info dump for Asheraj?
No, I mean, really appreciate people tuning in and watching. I hope it's been worth your while, interesting. And if you are looking for a place to hang out in another Discord, then come and join us at the Crota's End pub in the Britcord, and we'll send an invite.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. If you send me the link, I'll actually post it in our Discord as well, so we can get people over from our Discord over to yours as well. So that'd be
Absolutely
awesome.
well. Okay, mate. Thank you.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that wraps it up. What a guy this Heyoka is.
Thank you, Ash. It's been great fun. Huge fun. Thank you. Over to you, boys.
Excellent. So, Average, would you like to come on to the? Have you included your audio?
I have now. Can chat hear me?
Yes. Can chat hear the lovely Average?
Lovely. That's a stretch.
Yes. So just check in. Yes, sir. Yes, Miss Gumby said yes, sir. Okay. So, Average, would you like to jump on the comms and tell your lovely audience something new about Asheraj?
Of course, it'd be my pleasure. So we've been tight-nipped about the show and what it entails, but we've decided to release something that will be fun for you to get into. One of the Av versus Ash competitions, that's a mouthful, will be to watch a film and revise up ready for questions by our lovely co-host, Miss Cammy. Every episode we will get the audience... Is that good? You like that one?
That's good.
So every episode we'll get the audience to give us our next one ready for the following episode. So this one has been chosen by Miss Cammy. Well, we say Miss Cammy. I generally believe that this was actually chosen by Ash rather than Miss Cammy, but there we go.
Jesus Christ.
Will be Barbie, the movie. The one with the super hot Margot Robbie in it. That one.
Yep.
So during the film questions on stream, we will ask chat to put in what they want us to watch next, and most votes will be the one we go for. So that is the basis of the first episode of Asheraj.
Asheraj.
Oh, I'm glad I haven't drunk tonight, I must admit.
I know. I mean, I feel like I should have drunk because, like, I was stumbling around a bit there as myself.
Well,
That's
yeah.
amazing. I mean, in chat, anyone, obviously yourself, hey, okay, if you got any ideas what we can do for the next episode, when we go live anyway, we'll ask chat during that time. But if there's anyone in chat right now that's got any ideas for the next video, next film, not video, getting older, then yeah, by any means let us know. Oh no, Sean's got a marvellous idea. Oh no.
God.
Nothing for the 1950s, Sean, please. Yeah. So, yeah. And Miss Cammy, yeah, she wants us to suffer. So, I've actually watched it. You're in for a treat, Ab, if you haven't watched it already.
Not yet, but I will be soon, obviously, because I need to.
I watched it. Yeah, I watched it last night, and I started revising last night. Yeah. I'm just kidding in chat. No. I'm not going to spoil it for you, Av.
Flubber.
Just
yeah,
you're gonna.
Flubber, I have heard. Yeah, I've heard of. Well.
Oh, Flubber! Oh man, that's a class one.
Hades has gone rubber, but knowing Hades, that could be any sort of film. That could be that could be something that Hades is just solely interested in.
Is this like a professional one? Like a what do you call it? What's the word? Like,
Rubber is a film about a murderous tyre. Well, that sounds thrilling already.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that one.
As long as it's not too long, you get tired out.
Oh.
Sorry, that's awful.
Yeah.
It's
I love it.
Film. I can believe it is a real film.
It's a real
can't.
film. Oh God.
Right.
Sorry, Heyoka. I'll let you down.
I hope that doesn't gain any traction, mate. That'd be awful.
Oh no, I just lost 20 followers. Oh my God.
Oh,
I just got a sigh. Oh my God, that's awful.
Hades, will I be tired after watching that film?
No, you'll feel a little let down.
Oh no, you went there as
Just
well.
getting old, lad.
Jesus Christ.
Tread carefully now.
Oh, flipping left
on.
side to everyone. Yeah.
We've lost Miss Cammy. Come on, let's keep it
Lost
on.
her. Where's the trombone?
I think we're losing. We're losing the
we're
chat
losing-
now.
We're losing the crowd. Yeah.
Oh no. Right, oh my god, we need to hydrate. Yeah, we've got to hydrate. We've got to hydrate. Put the brakes on this chat. Really, Wolfie? That was probably the worst one out of the whole lot. Damn it.
Oh, Lukey in with the jokes a bit flat.
Shawshank Redemption. General said in chat.
Brilliant.
Let's keep this rolling. Oh no. Right, I think I'm gonna stop it there because
Yeah.
jeez. But yeah,
This one's been
like I say,
around a bit long.
Heyoka, can't thank you enough. This
Thank
has
you,
been
mate.
an absolute blast. And you definitely are one legend of a man. Like,
Oh,
just listen
that's
to you.
really kind.
I
Thank
mean,
you,
not
mate.
just saying that, not buttering you up for anything. I'm literally saying you are an amazing man.
Thank you, mate. It's really kind of
But
you
yeah,
to say.
and thank you. And thank you
Thank you.
so much.
And you're not
This has been
in-
amazing.
It's been so much fun. Thank you so much for having me on, and thanks, Av, for joining us as well, mate.
No worries at all.
Yeah.
It's been my
Obviously, I
pleasure.
appreciate you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
There's a quick question from General. Do the lads have social media? Nope. You'll find me in Discords and in H4H and a few others, GDC, Space Mafia, and Down the Creators End Pub. Other than that, I'm not on any social media chaps, I'm afraid. With great
So what I
reasons.
do, yeah, exactly. So what I do after chat anyway, I'll get your links for your Discords,
Mhm.
and I'll post them below the. I put like a little thank you message out on Twitter anyway,
Mhm.
and I'll post them below that.
Okay.
So anyone that does want to join you, they are welcome to jump on those links and go from there. Really,
Thank you very much. Thanks, Ash.
that's amazing.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, it's been amazing, and yeah, thank you both for joining me tonight. It's been a blast. I've had a blast, and yeah, the next ride along we have will be Happy Go Lukey, which is in chat.
Nice.
He will be
Nice.
next Sunday,
Nice. Look forward to
so
that.
look forward to that. Yeah, and I think I'm no doubt going into PvP, so I'm scared as hell. But yeah, so it's fun.
Flav.
But everyone, it's been a blast. I will end the stream there. Much love to every single one here, and appreciate every single person that's turned up today, followed, obviously give me bits, just chat with me, everything. You're all amazing, and we've got to do it again. Yes, then definitely, General. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.